Hi, everyone. I saw that several of you were already standing in the queue, so I thought I would go ahead and start the video 2 minutes early and just apologize right off the bat. There is going to be some ambient noises on this video. Okay, so I know that many of you are waiting until 7 o'clock to actually come on, so we won't cut into the meat of anything until exactly then. Hi, Tracy. So we won't cut into, hi, Carla. We won't cut into the meat of anything until, at least 7 o'clock. Hi, Michelle. Speaking of which, my other Michelle, my handy assistant, is not helping today. She's been working a lot this week and is taking a break. Can you hear me okay? I have the mic on today. I'll have to remember to speak up. Okay, 6:59. So yeah, and going over my notes for this, I could tell, hi, Holiday Creations, hello. I could tell there's going to be a lot of material to cover. Hi, Ideas from Cincinnati, hello. Yeah, it's been a very tiring day, but I'm getting my, hi, Australia, I'm getting my second win, which is, woo, this is what we need, right? Those of you just coming on, hi, Patty. Those of you just coming on, I was just saying there are going to be a lot of noises going on in the background here. The air conditioner is going to run nonstop, and it's right next to me. So you should hear that. You should hear chairs scooching on the hardwood floor right above our heads and all kinds of noise. So hi, Jenny. Jeannie, sorry, hi. I got glasses. Jeannie. Corinne, hi. I just realized when I was doing the giveaway, last month's was a giveaway video. And as I was writing, hi, Shannon, I was writing everyone's names down that I've been pronouncing someone's name wrong all this time. Hi, Patricia. So you know what? You don't have to want to start a crafty business to be in on this, because these are some information that you might want later on, and you can always refer back to this video. Yeah, noisy home is a happy home. You're right. And hi, Brian. That just shows you they're working upstairs, or there's a lot of activity going on in my house right now. My husband's building something in the garage, and he's in and out and creating stuff. So I like seeing him create as well. So even if you can't use this information like right this minute to start a craft business, it might help you in your decision-making process and give you some information that you can share with other people. Dora, the fluid crafter. Hi. Hello, Dora. Yeah, I didn't recognize your name. Hi. Hi, Johnny. And Artzima. Artzima. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, there is so much information. I want to start off letting you know why, and hi, Tamara, aka Tammy. I want to let you know my background. I have mentioned before that I am an RN, but also I have a very diverse background. I have been running home businesses since about 1994, 95. Thank you, Positive Bluebird, and hi, Shelly. So I have had a home business for years, and it's changed as I have morphed through the years and evolved. My business keeps changing. Many of them have been craft related. I also have been a bookkeeper, paid to do bookkeeping, and I've also been a paid tax preparer. Hi, Carrie and Deborah. Excuse me, it's also dry down here, so I'm going to be clearing my throat. My tumbler tonight. So, and hi, thank you, Belinda. So with all this background of doing my own taxes, being a bookkeeper, also being a tax preparer, and having my own businesses, my own craft businesses, and now my craft business is the biggest multi-revenue stream business that I have done so far. And so that's what I want to talk about, is how to make money on crafts. And many people, they consider it, and hello from the Netherlands, oh yay. Many people consider starting a craft business at the moment at which finances are really tight and they need the income right now. And I just want to encourage you, start now, start small, start with whatever you can, start it as a hobby. Hi, Denise, good to see you here. So get started now. Don't wait until the need is dire. Okay, that's my most important piece of advice for you. So there are many revenue streams, and Belinda, hi. There are many revenue streams that you can do for crafting. So let me know if you have any other ideas than this. Many people do craft fairs. I did in the past. I'm not doing them now. And I don't usually give out too much advice on pricing an item for craft fairs because it's difficult. It depends on where you live and the venue where you're having your craft fair, like in a school, an elementary school, versus in a posh area or a posh town where there's a lot of tourists. The pricing would be completely different, and what it costs you to buy supplies in your area as well. Hello, Raven. Yeah, Margaret, you made it. So there's just too many pieces of information involved. I can't say make this item and sell it for $7 because it doesn't work that way. I will say, though, that at many craft fairs, you need to have a wide variety of priced items. And the higher the items are priced, they tend to not sell as well. And so I have friends who finds that her husband's $5 items sell like crazy, and her $30 items don't sell as much. So keep that in mind, to have a wide variety of items. So besides craft fairs, the one thing, obviously, because it's me talking too, people think YouTube ads positive. Oh, my own group page called the SoFi Bro. Okay, I was just reading some of the notes, sorry. And so YouTube ads, that is a good way to make an income, and it's not quite passive income, but once you do the video, then that can continue generating income for you long after you've uploaded it. Hello from Idaho. Hi, Elaine, welcome here. And so the thing about YouTube ads, it takes a lot of work up front before you ever see results. Remember, YouTube changed their protocols, and now you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months in order to start monetizing, putting ads on your video. And so because of that, and hi, Sherry, because of that, people don't want to start on YouTube unless they can start making money, big money right now. But remember that everyone who's making money on YouTube started at zero, and you just need to get in there and start it in order for it to take place. Hi, Karen. So besides craft fairs and YouTube ads, you can also do online sales. And so selling items is a good way to make some craft money. You can sell on Etsy or any other platform, including your own website. Sell from my home, I don't. I mean, other than selling online, I don't sell anything from my house. I don't have open houses and things like that. So what you can sell online besides Etsy and your own website, etc., you can sell projects you've made. And there are many YouTubers who make gorgeous, gorgeous journals, and they sell them on Etsy. And as soon as that video is up, that journal is sold, and they will sell it for $60, $75, and it's sold within an hour, within even a couple minutes. Hi, Isabella. And so some of those things can sell really well. So besides projects you've made, you can also sell digital design downloads. If you can design anything digitally, whether it's a photo to download, decorative paper. Hi, Deborah. Decorative paper, people can print out and put in their journals. I sell cut files, so SVGs. Those are really good because once you upload a digital file, and hi, Melanie, once you upload a digital file, it just keeps selling, and I'm not having to work for that anymore. So that truly is residual income. That new Etsy policy, I have a video out on that, Belinda. And after this uploads and becomes no longer live and it becomes just part of my upload series, I will link under it to my Etsy video about that. And I do want to do another video just about selling online. And I think we need to do that because, yeah, you're scared to be ripped off. It does help to have a shop like Etsy because I think that does help protect you from some fraud and having good policies. And so I think Etsy does protect you a lot, having a good policy, but you do have to give good customer service. So, for instance, someone had the wrong address on her account on Etsy because she used her husband's account. He had changed the address. She didn't know why. And so when I shipped it, it automatically goes to the address on file for the customer, and it went to some town. She had no idea what happened to the item. Not my fault. I cannot be held responsible in any way. And yet, because it was just one item, and I just gave her a refund anyway because it went to the wrong address, and I never heard a thank you. So there are bad times, but there's a lot of really good customers as well. So besides selling projects you've made or digital downloads, you could sell online tutorials. People do that through Etsy as well, and there's different methods of doing that. There's also there's a website. If I think of it, I'll put the link down below as well, where you can like create a login and sell online tutorials through that website. There's many ways of doing it. Some of them, if you pay, then you can join a private Facebook group in which the tutorials are available in there. But again, as you just mentioned about getting ripped off, anything you put online, I put my digital downloads on there. Anyone can share those illegally without sending people to me to pay for them. If I do a digital or an online course, excuse me, then if you give someone a login that they can use to watch that course, what's to stop them from giving the login to other people? So there are hazards. Thank you, Elaine. And so other thing with online tutorials, be careful, because I think there are Florencia, beautiful. There are many people that do online tutorials, and I think some of my tutorials that I've done, I could have charged for them because I think they were a little better than my common average ones. But I think that there are also online paid tutorials for crafters that are doing things that are already on YouTube for free. So maybe research and see if this is truly a class you want to pay for. What's it worth to you? The Teachable website, that might be it, Carla. I think so. And I haven't investigated Shopify, but a lot of people have Skillshare. That's another one. Yes, good websites. A lot of people have recommended Shopify to me, so I haven't pursued it because I'm still at Etsy, and anyway, there's a lot of websites where you can go and get craft tutorials. So just be careful, because like I said, there have been some, because they want to earn money doing selling tutorials. Some of the things that they've shared are already on YouTube for free. So be careful of that. Okay, thank you. And so the other thing you can do about selling online is selling craft supplies. And you can do that on Etsy. You don't have to sell just vintage or just things you've made. You can sell craft supplies. If it's a tool or a supply to make something crafty, you can sell it. So I do sell a lot of craft supplies on Etsy. You have to realize you've got to carry inventory, and you have to have a system for, or how often you're going to mail them out. And the beauty of this, though, is that in the US, if I have even one order that I need mailed out, I can contact the post office on their donations. Oh, yes, Corinne. Yeah. So if I have even one order from Etsy to go out on the post office, it's got my packages have, the prepaid label on the package. All I have to do is open the post office app and ask them to come pick it up the next day. I tell them how many packages I have. And even if I get another order after I say 3 packages, and it doesn't matter how many I put in my box on the porch, it's very handy, because you don't have to drive to the post office every day or every other day. Corinne, I'm not sure, but don't mention names in this chat, please. Anyone that has any further questions, you can always email at lolly.palooza@yahoo.com. Okay, so all those things are just ideas of things you could, thank you, Corinne, things that you could sell. But another way to earn money besides craft fairs, YouTube ads, and online sales is affiliate links. We may need to do an entire video about that. Are you all familiar with affiliate links? Excuse me. So when I do a video, and I say always check the links down below, and you open up under the video. So I put an asterisk next to every link that's an affiliate link. And what that means is that I have a relationship with the company. And if you buy from using that link, if you purchase using that link, the price to you is exactly the same as if you didn't use the link. You're not getting shortchanged at all, but I make a few cents. So yeah, that's what an affiliate link. So what is the little avatar in the bottom corner? Is it the little picture of me with a little blue, like on my, I don't have a business card sitting right here, but I think that little avatar is me with the little blue dress, blue shirt. It's my, yeah, the little logo. So if I type in here, hello, right there, and you see the little person next to where it says Palooza, that is my, on the cup. You mean this thing? Okay. Yeah, that is, I made this tumbler and I did do a video, but I haven't uploaded it yet. Hello, Marilyn. Okay. So that's what an affiliate link is. So basically you apply to be an affiliate. Yes, the post office picks up all mail, first class, priority, international, as long as it's got a prepaid label on it. So they'll pick it all up. And it doesn't even have, if I put something in there that's personal that I'm mailing out, as long as I have gone online and paid for the label, they'll pick it up. And it's wonderful. I have, just since I found out about that, so this year I have done 127 times where the post office has picked them up instead of me driving to the post office. But there's always the time, hi British Columbia, there's always the time when they forget to come. And so you've got priority mail sitting in the mailbox, and now your customer is going to get their product a day late. So then I drive to the post office, but it is what it is. So back to affiliate links. It is an easy way. Hi, baby dear. An easy way. Yeah, the things in the corner of the picture, they call it a trademark. Can I keep you from using what they're showing for free? I'm not sure. Sue, give me a little more information there, okay? I mean, if they have like a watermark in the bottom of a photo, it says it's their photo or their trademark. Yeah, you need their permission to probably use it. So, okay. So on the affiliate links, you just got a, hi Phyllis. You apply at a company, like I'm an Amazon affiliate. I'm just going to use Amazon as an example. And so I applied to be an Amazon affiliate. So now if you use, buy something, then using my affiliate link, I earn a little money. So it starts off low. Like if there's this much purchase in using my links, I get a certain percentage. And if people buy this much, then I get a higher percentage. Can they sue if you use? I think it depends on, you're talking about using their trademark. So I'm assuming you mean photos that they've watermarked or their actual trademark. Smile program, no, it doesn't, Becky. I noticed that because when I've used the affiliate link, it'll take me out of the Smile program. So yes, be very careful about using anyone's image or photo. And I just discovered that, for instance, although I can use a Hello Kitty for my use, I can't even give it away free. I can't give this away free because it's still considered distribution. That's what the lawyers say. Oops. Tricky. So anyway, as far as trademarks, there are, I think you mean a copyright as far as on a photo. That's a copyright. A trademark is a name, like Palooza is trademarked. And if you would like to trademark your business name, it does help to go through an attorney. I watched some YouTube videos on how to do it, and I was sweating bullets when I applied for my trademark. And it was hard, and I won't deny that. It was very hard to do, hard to figure out what it is that they wanted, and I can't do a video on how to apply for a trademark. But I will let you know that when you're applying for a trademark, what you're applying for is a trademark for one business type. And so teaching the same thing every other channel is teaching nothing new about what? Sue, teaching about nothing new about what? Oh, copy the design. If you design the whole thing, you can copyright the pattern. Yeah. And so the trademark means for instance, I have trademarked Lollapalooza for craft education. Someone else could start a car dealership by that same name, and I can't stop them. I've also, so I've trademarked selling stuff that you stamp with a stamp. Michelle, it depends on the individual stamp companies. They all have their own policy, and it's called an angel policy, and you have to find out what you can and cannot do with their stamps. Price range for a trademark in the US, it was either 250 or 275. It was in that range right there. And so I paid that, and I did it twice, once for craft education and once for online sales. So I can't trademark it for a brick and mortar in town store unless I actually have the building in hand. So legal contract, Armor Fabriques, it looks like, 150. Does that mean, did you go through a legal firm? Then they charge you 150. If you just do it yourself, it's 150. I mean, 250, I'm sorry. So the 150 that Armor is mentioning, Selena, I think you're talking about paying an attorney or something. So you tax ID to sell on Etsy, not on eBay. You don't need a tax ID to sell on eBay. Etsy, I don't think so either. However, if you want to, and I do have an LLC, but it's actually not under Lollapalooza. I have an LLC under which it's my umbrella that I can put other companies. And my LLC I got from LegalZoom.com. And it's a more affordable legal representation, and they can help you get a trademark as well. So all of those things, we were talking about ways to make money on crafts. You can also do collaborations with other companies. So let's say a company reaches out to me and offers to pay me to test their product, or they want to send me products to try out, earning free products. That's still a way to earn. And blog ad links. Now, I'm not doing this. However, this is huge. And I know two individuals right now who have crafty, creative blogs that make a lot of money just from the ads. So when you go to their blog post and you see ads all over from Target and from, I don't know, skincare, and it's just their whole blog is full of them. Register in your state and city. Do you mean the LLC, Phyllis? Register what specifically? Just give us a heads up on that. So blog ad links. You have to build your blog up to where you have a lot of viewers on your blog before you start seeing this income. But I do know someone who's making $30,000 a month just on ads on her blog. So when you really get up there, but you've got to start at zero, remember? So, and I am not doing ads on my blog at the moment. So, at the time I just haven't done it. So it looks kind of cluttery, but if I ever needed to, I might talk more about blogging for income. I am really bad about this, Denise, and I'm not really blogging for income. To me, my blog is my way of providing the free, downloads that I want to give you in my YouTube videos. So yeah, it's a huge subject, blogging for income. And like I said, I am not the person. I want to tell you, there are a lot. Google is your friend. There are a lot of free tutorials. There are a lot of cheap tutorials that you can get on those topics: how to build your YouTube, how to build your Facebook page, how to build Instagram, how to make money on Pinterest. I don't have a clue on how to make money on Pinterest. Start with a web page and go from there. There you go. But you have to start, right? That's the thing. We've got to start. And the way I look at it, everything I'm doing, I'm building toward the future. I'm not considering, well, if I make this video, I might make $5. I'm thinking I'm building for the future. In the future, I always told my husband, now when he retires, I can take him out for breakfast. So now I told him I can take him out for breakfast and lunch. So but I just want to let you know that on the blog, I know that you can do the blog ads. You can put ads on the blog. It can be very lucrative for you. Okay, but why? Why even bother starting a crafty business? Well, I always think, for one thing, we always say do what you love, right? Well, what do I love doing? Crafting, right? So why can't I make money doing what I love? Because I always say this is my hobby and my business. Plus, you get to use your talents. If you know this is where your talents lie, you get to do that to make money. And the potential for earning is really good. Why not? So, yeah, it is long-term building. So, but you have to start. And now this is not to discourage you, but we do need to be reasonable as far as our expectations, and this, you need to think ahead of time about why or what you might encounter, so that when it happens, you don't get discouraged. And one of those, it can take a lot of prep time, meaning it takes a lot of time for your YouTube to start paying off, taxes, yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, doing business as, yes, all of that stuff. There's a lot of information, but you don't have to know it all to start off. You learn one at a time. I didn't know how to set up an LLC until I did it. I didn't know how to apply for a trademark until I did it. I didn't know how to do a YouTube channel until I did it. Yeah, you need a good tax guy. Um, so it might take a lot of time in advance to really build up, but it also may take a lot of prep time. For instance, if you want to sell something on Etsy, you've got to take the pictures, weigh the item, measure the item, write up a description, etc. Videos take a long time to create the idea, imagine it, design it, make the project, edit the video. Editing is huge. If you expect people to really subscribe to you long term, you need to cut the video down. And it might take some money up front. Obviously, you're going to need craft supplies. You might need your own website, right, off the bat. But I didn't have my own website when I started. You might want to invest in Facebook ads if you want to build your viewership on your Facebook page. You might need some bookkeeping assistance, or as Armor is it Fabrique says, a good tax guy. You might need a good bookkeeper. Right now, I am using, for editing, I used to use Microsoft Movie Maker. It was free, and it was a lot better than it is now. They quit supporting it because they realized that they could put ads on the software and they could make money on it. So they've done that. It's really cheesy software now. And I've switched to Adobe Premiere Elements. That's what I did. And what I started to do, if you're wanting to know how to edit videos, or what, because we all think differently. And I started watching YouTube tutorials on every high rated movie or video editing software that I was considering. I started watching the tutorials, and I would watch a tutorial and say, I just don't even get that. That just doesn't seem, I don't seem to be able to wrap my brain around that. And I kept doing that until I came across the Adobe Premiere Elements. And that's the one that I finally said, oh, I understand everything he said. So that's the one I use now. And it's still a learning process, and I'm still learning. So another reason, things that we need to be considered about: money up front, craft supplies, a website, Facebook ads, bookkeeping assistance, and training. You might eventually invest money in training. And so whether it's how to do the YouTube, the Etsy, the blog, but I want to tell you, there's a lot of free tutorials out there. So, so Selena, thank you. And you might have a low return on investment in the beginning, and you might lose the joy of crafting sometimes, because I love to create, but sometimes the thought of, it's been a week since I've uploaded a video. I have to do this. And so I have to create. Sometimes it can become a burden. You can lose the joy. Or if you have a craft fair and you think, oh, I have to make 100 more of these things, you can lose the joy. And so you have to be careful of that, know about it at the beginning. And also, if you are online at all, which you should be, social media is the best way to keep advertising for your craft business. You are going to encounter negative people. I saw a really good video about online trolls, and those are the ones who will go on your YouTube video and just comment the rudest, most bizarre thing. It's almost like they just vomit all over your video with their comment. And so, hi, Carol. And so the thing to remember about those trolls is do not respond ever. Um, their joy, what makes them happy, is upsetting you. They love seeing you upset and crying and sad. They want that. And so if you can totally ignore them, they will find someone else to pick on. Um, I'm so glad I'm not like that, and I'm glad you're not like that. Daily social, negative people, yes. It has nothing to do about us. And so it's just that's their desire to stir up trouble. Another heads up, I just want to mention, I've always mentioned on the live streams that after half hour, my live stream has ended and I've had to restart a whole new one. So if that's the case, just go back to the link. It's youtube.com/C, the letter C, /Lollapalooza/live. And we think we're trying to work through this process. I was going to use my cell phone today, but I want to see if we've solved the problem. My husband updated the driver on my camera, so I think that that's working. So anyway, I know many people who have really great YouTube channels, and I have thought they are going to really do great things with their YouTube channel, and they get one negative comment, they fall apart and they just start crying and say, I can't. And they shut their channel down. They don't even leave their videos up. They close the whole thing down. And it's sad. Don't let someone do that to you. They don't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. That's the thing. Whose opinion matters are the people whom you respect. The people you respect, what do they say about it? Okay. Social media etiquette. I know, Margaret, I've done one video about it and I'm going to repeat it now. I had to take that one down. I don't know any companies right now that are looking for it. And my videographer, it's just my computer. I'm just sitting in front of my computer. So my computer's doing it all. Pay no attention. You're right, Carol. So what you need to know before you set up any kind of crafting business, or you already have one, but you want to grow it, is what are your goals? Do you just want to pay for your crafting habit? That's fine. You just want a little spending money to spend at Michael's. Or do you really need to bring in money to the family budget? You might want to, if so, you might want to invest in business building classes, but know that many of those even have a few freebies before you actually have to pay, which is helpful. Thank you. Okay. So some of those business building classes, how to build YouTube, how to build your Instagram accounts, just be careful. Some of the, I think we need to look at real crafters who have real businesses and see what they're doing and ask them their advice. And I'm always willing to help you build. I think the problems that I run into are people who just study business building and then they try to apply that to crafting. And I think some of the advice they give, I think it's contrary to building good relationships in the craft community, like saying things like join 50 craft groups and just keep sharing your videos in all of them. They know that you only come to that group just to plop your video down and run, and that you aren't even interacting in the group. Or if all you do is plop something you're selling in your Etsy shop, they know it. And that's not a good way to build business. Okay. Bye, Becky. Phyllis there, Small Business Association. Good idea. There are social groups you can do to network. So be careful with some of the tips. I think some of the affordable training that I always recommend is the online magazine called The Handmade Seller. The Handmade Seller. And it's a monthly fee. It's very low, like maybe $6 a month. And it is, you would watch on your computer, your phone, or your iPad. You flip pages. There's interactive videos, downloads, all sorts of things. And so this month, the issues are dealing with a lot of your emotional health, keeping that up while you're running a craft business. But it helps you with all the stuff about Etsy and how to manage your website. And so there's just so much. It's so full that I think it's a really good magazine. Okay. And another thing to think about is how much time you can commit to this. Is this going to be a full-time or a part-time job for you? And this is probably the number one thing I get asked. What income do you have to claim on your income taxes? Now I'm talking about the US, and that is all of it. on a Schedule C. A Schedule C is profit or loss from business, and that's what it looks like in the US, okay? This is it. It's 2 pages. And then when you get your total numbers at the whole thing, you add that to your regular income tax report. So there's something called the $600 rule that I think people get confused about, and that if you made under $600 through any particular venture, you don't have to claim it. That is totally incorrect. If you earn $1, you have to claim it. That's the $600 rule is, let's say you, let's say if you start doing YouTube videos and you just started earning income, and maybe you got your first $100 check from them, because you have to earn 100 before they finally send you that check. So it takes you a few months, you finally get that, they send you a check, and that's all you earned that year. YouTube, because that check, all that you earned from YouTube was under $600, they do not have to send you a form 1099 for you to use in calculating your taxes, but you still have to claim the $100. So the $600 rule is just for a company to say it's saving them on paperwork, that they don't have to mail you that form. You still have to claim it. So yes, anything you have to claim. So what records to keep? Woo, for income and expenses. And I think what we need to do is to cover all the things on the Schedule C, all the sources of income you can have, but mostly the expenses, because that's huge. What you can claim as a business expense is so helpful because it comes right off your income, and you don't have to, like me, when I go to Creativation, that's a business expense. My trip goes on here, my airline, my driving to the airport, my meals, all of hotel, all of that is a business expense. So we will talk about that. Keep every receipt, every single one. You are so right. Keep them all in a file folder or something, a zip bag, one of those zip pouches from the dollar store. And so mostly any income in business to claim, don't think you get away with it. Yeah. Our friend Selena here, she's knowledgeable. Listen to the sage wisdom of Selena. However, let's talk about starting. Quit putting it off until your finances are critical. Do it now. I think that it is, hi Karen, it is so important to not wait until you need help making your car payment. Get the business started now so that it's already set up, your skeleton, your groundwork is in there, the foundation. Creativation is, and Creativation, I keep promising these links, so I'm going to write a note to myself. After this video is no longer live and it's actually uploaded as one of my regular videos, I will add a link to my Creativation 101, Creativation. And Creativation is every January. Okay. And I will tell you all about how to go and etc. If you didn't make any money at all, Karen Chan, and you didn't have any expenses, you don't have to claim anything too. Because you can actually just take a hiatus from it. But so anyway, I was saying, get started. Don't wait until you have the perfect camera. I used this crummy, if you go back to my very first videos, it's hideous. They are so grainy. And it's just the lighting was dim, the image was grainy. I was so frustrated. I just wanted to be clearer until I realized I could switch to my cell phone instead of a video camera. And then the content became so much sharper and clearer. Get that Facebook page started now. Get the blog started. Get the YouTube channel started, assuming you're going to do videos. Not everyone has to do videos. And get the sales site started. Get Etsy up and running. But do it now. Get that groundwork in there. And plus, if you ever decide you want to sell like craft supplies or get wholesale accounts with these companies, they want to see longevity. They want to see that you have been on YouTube, that you have a blog set up and you have this much traffic, and they want to see that before they will give you an account. So get those things going. Silent videos is true. Many of the things that we use to say we shouldn't do videos, I want to tell you, I think they're all in our head. I know people who don't want to do videos because they don't like their hands. There are handicapped women who are missing fingers and are doing videos and doing a great job and getting a great subscriber base. So be willing to put yourself out there. So, uh, also, don't think of your first videos as being a waste simply because you don't have 1,000 subscribers and can't earn money yet. Again, you're building for the future. You're building that base up. And how are you going to get subscribers if you don't do the videos? There is, oh, who is it? Paper Crafter 45? She never talk, or I assume it's a she, never talks in any of her videos. They're all a photo. It's almost like a blog, a photo with the written instructions, and then her next photo with the written instructions, and she'll show the scissors, and she'll show the cutting line and the drawing line, and so it's step-by-step photos with just the writing, and so you don't even have to talk on your videos. And start with what you're best at. Are you best at making journals? Claim expenses without income. If you do have the video, I mean, you can't just say, I shop at Michael's. Can I claim it on my taxes? I would love to. But if you set up a business and your intent is to sell, then yes, everything you pay to set up that business, including supplies, you claim it. Let's say I start an Etsy, Etsy account right now. And I spend all this money, but I don't have my first sale this year. Yes, it's a business. It's a business loss, but it's still a business. And then start with what you know and learn as you go along. So I think the videos do help you to sell products because you can link people to your Etsy account, and I use Etsy as a generic term. I just mean your online sales stream. So, but start with what you know. And like I said, this has been a learning process for me. And many of the times I don't have time to actually do videos because I'm learning how to edit videos, or I'm learning how to set up an online shop, or I'm writing blogs. There's just a whole bunch of components there. And just remember that there's still a lot of free training out there. There's a lot of affordable training. And once you have developed relationships with people in the crafting community, most people are very willing to answer your questions. If you really get stuck, you can always email me again. And I'm going to put my email right here. There you go. Okay. Boom. lolly.palooza@yahoo.com. So yeah, we've been a good 40 minutes here. So I think I would want to do our October live. We will talk about all the expenses you can claim on your Schedule C. And by the way, I know that it's actually, this is coming from the former tax preparer here, you actually have to claim every expense you had. Some people want to make it look like they actually had a profitable business, and so they don't claim all their expenses. You have to claim your expenses. It's the rule. Okay. Let's get out of the comfort zone. Yeah. And I, as far as comfort zones, many people have said, that I seem like someone who would be comfortable on television. I've done stage acting in small venues, but there's something about a camera that is totally different. And so, yeah, I was very uncomfortable when I started and very fumbly. And so it really doesn't matter. And I'm used to public speaking, but everything's different, and camera is definitely different. But learning to edit is great. Product testing. Maybe you can give me advice, folks. Product testing. I can't give too much information out. Because of a video that I had made, a company reached out to me and said that they appreciated what I said about their product. I had mentioned a problem that I had with their product. So the CEO reached out to me and said, we do a lot of in-house testing, but we don't have a lot of consumer testing. And so he asked me if I would be willing to test products, and he would pay me by the hour. We had a great phone call. We had several emails, and I agreed to everything. I was really excited. He offered me a good income, and I really wanted to work with him. It's because the company I really like, it was just this one product failed. And then all of a sudden he went silent, and I've emailed him a couple times and haven't heard back. So it's to the point that it's not that I need that job because I have enough to do. But now I'm worried about him because I felt like I really liked him on the phone, and so I've been kind of hesitant, and I feel like I need to just contact go to the basic website and do contact and say, "Hey, is he okay?" Because I'm concerned about him, and whether he still wants me or not is beside the point. I mean, I had even offered, "Hey, at Creativation, I'll show up in your booth at a certain time to demo your products and have all my followers meet me there, and I'll bring them over there." And so we'll see. I mean, obviously, if it works out, um, I mean, I would love to. I know I'm really busy. That's the thing. So I mean, it's exciting, but I'm busy. So what do I do? I've just that's what has stopped me from actually emailing again and saying, "Are you okay?" Because I'm just worried. But anyway, okay. Any other last questions before we sign off today about getting started? And what makes you the most nervous? Should we let them contact with us, or should we contact companies? Both ways work. It doesn't, I think it's kind of like writing a book and sending it to publishers and getting denied, and it's kind of discouraging. I have only reached out to one company. Um, what do you miss doing before you got too busy with work? Oh, I don't really miss anything. I was doing health screening. That's what I quit in order to work full time in this. And I quit because they were cutting corners to the point that it was unsafe. In any medical practice, when you are being unsafe, I don't I don't want to be involved in that. And I felt like it was not very good. So, I don't miss it. I had good times doing health advising, but I don't miss it. I don't miss doing taxes because it's not the stress, the law, the tension for low pay, not worth it. I love my flexibility here. I can be at home and organize my own time. Uh, Thank you, Denise. So, yeah, so I think I will reach out to that company again. I think it would be a really good experience for me, but I'm not dying to do it, I should say, you know. It's a company I really like though. Do a live chat about creativation and other crafting conventions. I only have my only crafty thing I go to annually is the Creativation and the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, and I always do a video series about them. So as soon as I can get to when this is uploaded regularly within the hour, then I will give you a link to my Creativation 101 video. I love Creativation, and it is a big time commitment, but it's mind blowing, and it's like getting a drink out of a fire hydrant because it's so much information. And guys, we have gone 45 minutes without the camera crashing, so my husband solved my problem. It's great to marry someone that's IT. So thank you so much. Yeah, catch the replay, Peg, and I hope everyone on that East Coast is well. I mean, I've been following all my Facebook friends, and Disney trip. Yeah, that would be fun. Um, Here's a question for you all. I will, when I'm doing a video, I will mention now and then something personal, like I was shoveling snow or whatever, or my previous jobs or whatever. But I don't do separate videos that are just like vlogs or anything. If I ever get to do that, or my vacations or whatever, I would start a whole new channel. If you guys want to see more of that kind of stuff, like a day in the life of Lolly or something, you know, I could start a whole nother channel, and that's where that stuff would be. Creativation, Tracy, good question. Creativation is open to everyone, but you have to pay. So I think it's either 350 or 380 to go. But if you are a member of the Association for Creative Industries, or AFCI, it used to be called CHA, which is Craft and Hobby Association. CHA used to put on Creativation. And so if you are a member of AFCI, then you get into Creativation free, but it costs about 180 or 185 a year to be a member. But now that I'm a member, I get really good discounts at like office supply stores. I get a discount for shipping services through. Yes, it's a lot. But by Corinne. So because I am a member at AFCI, I can also take a team. So every year I have taken my friend Connie, and she comes with me, and she's a huge help for me at Creativation. I mean, in many ways, one of them is just the emotional support, but she's a real help at Creativation. So I can take as many people as I want on my team, and they all get in free. So for my $180 membership, I get a lot of training, and even the classes I don't get to take at Creativation, they are on their website. I could take all sorts of legal classes, and there's like a library of all the years of Creativation, and the verbal, the audio classes that you can listen into. Bye bye, Corinne. So I think the 185 for the year is worth it for me, and getting into Creativation free, getting in to take my team free. So, and you love lifestyle content, return more often channels when I enjoy the person. Yeah. And so I think it has been a beneficial. And I'll tell you what, when I do the videos at Creativation showing the new products, those videos are really well watched. So it really builds the YouTube channel up. My YouTube channel grows quickly every January and February when I'm uploading those videos. So that is, when you look at it as a business expense, it is to me, the return on investment is high. And so I should have brought it over here, but I didn't know we were going to talk about Creativation. What is the name of CHA? The new name is AFCI, which stands for Association for Creative Industries. And Yes, I think there is a referral program. If you want to join AFCI, email me at my email that I already gave you, and I can get you a referral. I think I get credit for it. How's that? Oops. I hit a button and also my screen went wonky. So there's my email if you're interested in becoming a member. Right now, like I said, I can take a team to Creativation. I'm only taking people that I know, because I don't have to have met them, but I know and have a relationship with them online, because they wear my name tag. And so if, say, your name is Jane Doe, your name tag would say Jane Doe, and underneath that it would say Palooza, that's who you are with. And so because the name tag has my name on it, I'd be very careful who I bring. And I've written a set of guidelines on what is expected of anyone who attends Creativation. Thank you, everyone. Lily. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I always look forward to going, and I'm really excited because this year one of my friends became a travel advisor, and she got me a really good hotel deal. It's like every year I keep getting my hotel closer and closer to the actual convention, and it's on the same block, one street over this coming year. I'm so excited, because I have to be so there. I can't be taking a bus going way out in everywhere to get back to my room. So this is going to be very helpful. You are so welcome. Thank you all for joining. So we will do part 2 in October, and then we will not have a live in November because I will be in Disneyland. So thank you, everyone. And yeah, I have been thinking about starting a second channel just for the casual life with Lolly kind of video now and then. Where is it usually? Creativation. Good question. Phoenix, Arizona. Used to be in California. People used to do Creativation and Disney. And then the last 3 years and this coming year, it will be in Phoenix. So they still may change it. Right now, it's all Phoenix. So thanks, everyone. And I will put a link to Creativation 101 video so you know all about it as soon as this is live within an hour. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. And next time.